What is going on, YouTube? So we just got back from North Seattle. We drove actually late last night. We got back last night and parked the trailer at home, but check it out, we're here and we got our next project. So you guys know I love CRVs. We definitely got another one. This one only has 170,000 miles on it. Said it was a theft recovery, but it's not broken from the ignition switch or anything. And the only kind of damage I can see is actually on this side over here. Got a cracked bumper, but we're gonna swing around to this side. It's got a broken windshield or a window here. So I'm hoping all we need to do is just replace this window. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up right now. Oh, also the battery's missing, so I didn't get to try it at all. So what you guys see is what we got. So this is gonna be our first startup. Haven't tried it at all. Looks like our front bumper's cracked. I don't know if maybe they hit it with the forklift at the Copart. I went to the North Seattle Copart and they were being pretty aggressive with the heisters. Actually, the guy, when he was loading it on my trailer, almost slid off of his forklift. So yeah, a little aggressive there, guys, but let's go ahead and start checking this thing out. I'm gonna pop the hood, check my basics, you know, check your oil level, check your coolant, you know, make sure there's nothing major wrong, and put a jump box on it. So let's go ahead and see that. Okay, so we went ahead and checked everything out. Looks like we got some good coolant, we got good oil in there, nothing looks to be mixed. I checked our air filter too, so just to make sure it's not plugged by a rat. You know, every once in a while I get a car that looks like it's been sitting for a long time, and what I'll do before I even start it is just check the air filter, because sometimes rats or rodents get in there and they fill it up with crap, and all that gets sucked into the motor. So just a good little practice. Sounds like we're getting power from our jump box. Let's go ahead and give this thing a whirl. All right, I'm gonna prime it up a couple times, just see if the fuel pump's turning on. Looks like somebody also stole the stereo, but they did not break the ignition switch. So let's give this thing a go. She's going. There it goes. Woohoo! And she died. All right. Looks like we have zero fuel in it too, so she fired up again. But it looks like we're almost out of fuel, so I might just let this thing run a little bit. It sounds actually really good, guys. Let's go check this motor out. It actually sounds really healthy. Don't see much smoke. That's probably just condensation from it being cold outside. But yeah, man, this thing is running smooth. Oh yeah, she sounds good, guys. I think this one's gonna be a winner. So let's go ahead and get this thing unloaded from the trailer. Like I said, our main objective today is probably gonna be just replacing this window. So let's go ahead and get this thing off the trailer and see what's going on with it. Okay, so we got off the trailer. I couldn't see too well out the windows. As you can see, they're all frozen, and kind of turned a little bit too early and knocked that one trailer ramp off. But yeah, so as you guys can see, it's I want to say this one's a 2000 Honda CRV. I mean, the interior's in pretty decent condition. It's not ripped up. I mean, there's no holes in the interior, nothing like that. So, and it seems to be running really good right now. Looks like our fuel light already came on, so I might just shut it off, because I'm probably gonna want to drive this thing down to the gas station. But you know what, let's check if this driver window works. I've bought in about 30 of these CRVs, and every single time I get one, this driver window never works. Yep. So we got a seized up motor in this window, almost guaranteed when you buy a CRV driver window, but the rest of them work. Let's see. Yep, that one works, and our back corner one works. So seems like everything else is working okay. I'm not too worried about the radio. I actually have one in the shop, a stock one, and I'll see if you just have to make sure it's the same connector. So, but other than that, man, this thing's looking pretty sweet, guys. I mean, it went into gear and it seems like it's going to be a good one. So, oh no, our door handle's broken. All right, so that's another problem too. Oh, we got an under seat tray, huh? Let's see if it has the factory table in here. It's always a score when they do. Oh, and it does, guys. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on with the rest of this, and we'll get right back to you guys. Okay guys, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna head out straight out to the junkyard, and it looks like, yeah, we just gotta replace this little window here. I don't want to fill it up too much in case if I can't find one right away. But yeah, we need that, definitely need that quarter window. I'm gonna look for that stereo, see if I have that stereo, see if we can get the factory one back in there. And then this front bumper's all cracked up and beat up. I mean, it makes it look a little bit ugly. So I don't know if you guys can see it quite well there, but that one's cracked. That has a hole over here, and there's actually another hole right here, so it's missing a big chunk here, and it doesn't line up too well over here. And also I just realized that while I was on the freeway, this piece flew off on the freeway somewhere, so that thing's gone, and it's also missing this little cover. So looks like little bits and pieces. See if we can score a driver's side window regulator at the junkyard. If not, I know they always have them in stock at O'Reilly's. They're, I think, 60 or 70 bucks. But pretty simple game plan. Hopefully we can get this thing knocked out today. Like I said, I picked it up last night. If I can get it all fixed up today. We bought this thing for right around $1,100. That's what it was out the door. So maybe $100 in gas with the Avalanche, and another $150 to get it detailed. I'm probably looking at another maybe $200 for recon, you know, just little bumper, little things here and there. So if we can get all that stuff in there, that's maybe $1,500. This is a good $2,800 rig, you know, $2,500 to $2,800. It only has 170,000 miles on it. So let's see if we can do that in a day. I mean, $1,300 in a day is not too bad for profit. Let's get going. Okay guys, so we made it out to our local yard. We found this bad boy just sitting here. So it looks like this one's a 97, but it should have the same little corner window. So it doesn't look like the front bumper's on there or the grill. So I'm gonna have to keep on looking. I think they had one more somewhere out here, so I will keep on looking, but I will definitely be getting that window out of that one. And like I said, super common thing is the window regulator motor. Looks like somebody might have already stole this one. Oh, actually it's still in there, so we're gonna probably steal that one out of this one too. So let's keep on going, guys. Okay guys, so we made it back to the shop. Let's go ahead and put our battery in the CRV, and we're also going to go ahead and replace our little quarter window. So I'll put you guys on a quick time lapse while I do that, and maybe we can take this thing for a test drive and see if she's all good. Okay guys, so I actually ended up going back to the U-Pull-It again. They called me and they told me they had another CRV, a green one that they were just going to put out there in the yard. So as soon as they put it out there, I went ahead and ran over there, pulled off the front bumper. I scored on a stock stereo. So we finally got some jams up in this thing here. Let's turn this on. She still fires right up. And there we go. We got some jams. And we also already did our window regulator over here. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. The next major score was actually, we ended up scoring a front bumper. So, and this one's not broken, not cracked or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap that bumper cover. And then I did end up getting this little faceplate. This one's actually really loose on here. It's actually being held on by one bolt. So that's the only thing holding on this whole faceplate. So I scored another one and it's the exact same color. And some stock floor mats too. So maybe when our detail guy details the car, we can go ahead and get those cleaned up. We got our stock little cover there, and I also scored another grill. So luckily everything was on that car. So it was about another $100 for all these parts combined. But I mean, I don't mind spending, you know, a couple $100 to make another 1,000. So let's go ahead and get this front end off, replace it, and put it back together, and then she's probably going to be off to detail. Check it out, we did get the front bumper on there. She lines up pretty good and it's no longer cracked. Okay guys, so I know it's a little bit dark out here, but check it out. She's all cleaned up. We just picked her up from detail actually earlier today, but I didn't get around to recording. My batteries were dead, so I was charging up the batteries. So sorry about the dark picture, but there she is, guys. She is all detailed up. She is for sale. So this one was a pretty simple flip. I mean, we just put a couple things on it, put the bumper on it, put the stereo in it, the broken window, a couple other little details, and send her off to detail. She's already back. So yeah, she's going up for sale. Okay guys, so I had that CRV less than probably a week, I think it was. So it took me probably 2 days, just a couple hours each day to fix that thing, and she was already sold. I sold her that next Monday, and it lasted less than, like I said, a week on the lot. So that one was a pretty easy flip. I think we purchased it for $1,000. We did recon and detail and everything, shipping. I think I was into it maybe $1,500. I ended up putting it for $3,200, and somebody came and paid me $31 out the door for it. So pretty decent profit on that one, guys. Easy flip. Remember, stay up, hustle hard.